Hey, what's up, Hammer fam? Welcome back to HammeredHead. For today's review, we got another fan submission from Jack. Jack, longtime supporter of the channel and certified Drunken Athorian Patreon subscriber, sending in Biggs Darklighter from the Power of the Force collection. Hey, thanks, buddy. I really appreciate this. Biggs is one of the most iconic pilots from that scene, and it's really great to just have him in all his mustachioed glory in the collection. So, yeah, I really appreciate this submission. Thank you. It's getting started with the review. He looks pretty cool in the bubble. He's got like a sweet action pose. Comes with a couple blasters, which is nice. I always love getting lots of accessories. Classic Rebel pilot outfit. Get a freeze frame action slide. One of my favorite things that they packed in with these. And then just for a big look at that picture, what a lovely shot that is. Really cool look. Tatooine native and childhood buddy of Luke Skywalker, Biggs Darklighter holds off quickly advancing TIE fighters in the Death Star trench. Well, he didn't hold them off too long, did he? This guy kind of ate it. But he got an action figure made, so, at least he's famous. Let's take him out of the box and take a closer look. Red 3 standing by. Look at this dude. Kind of basic overall, but there is a surprising amount of detail on, especially his helmet, with the decals there. They really nailed the Biggs Darklighter look there. I think it's a great color scheme, a very finite paint job, so that looks great. The face doesn't look a whole lot like him, but they really put a mustache on this guy. That thing is prominent. Hasbro made this figure and they're like, everyone will know that he has a mustache. Nobody's going to miss it. It's right there. It's huge. But that's awesome. The chest piece is not super detailed, but there's a bit of, paint apps going on in there. And then the tube does disconnect, I think. Yeah, you can take actually, it disconnects from both parts. Yeah, so you can just totally remove the tube if you wanted to. I don't know why you would want to, but I'm sure someone does. Let me put it back in. Oh, okay, so it's kind of a pain once it's out. Here we go. Oh, God. There we go. Okay, moving on. Yeah, not a lot going on with his legs. But his right boot does have the, cylinder things going all around. Which actually do look really nice. They are painted. And he does have a firm grip on both blasters, which is something Power of the Force usually nails pretty well. Very sturdy figures. And the blasters are always comically large. But so are the figures. It's kind of charming in a way. Yeah, I think it looks pretty decent. Accessories are tight. We get the classic, Rebel Pilot pistol, which is kind of basic, but I kind of like that the scope is offset a little bit. There's a little bit of detail going on there, and it looks cool. Then the blaster rifle, which has a really cool design. This is a less common accessory to get, especially nowadays. We don't really get stuff like this packed in. But it's got this cool little barrel thing with a cone-shaped muzzle. Nice scope, nice stock. Again, not crazy detailed. It's a product of the times, but it looks good. And then the action slide. Just is the same picture from the back of the box. It says Luke's childhood friend pilots an X-Wing in the Death Star assault. I really like these things. Always fun to get. Great to have another one in the collection. What was that? Pew, 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 pew. I can't see him. Articulation is pretty standard for Power of the Force. He's got 6 POA basically, so swivel neck, swivel shoulders, swivel waist, and swivel legs. So, nothing too impressive, but he does stand up very well on his own, which is something Power of the Force figures usually do pretty well. They're very sturdily made. They hold their accessories well. They stand up well. Maybe a product of being so bulky. But, it's pretty much what you'd expect. And that's Biggs Darklighter. So, he's good. If you're a Biggs Darklighter fanboy, and those do exist, I would probably get a different version of this guy, just because Power of the Force figures are pretty outdated. Articulation is pretty lacking, and they're not the most detailed. So this version is not going to do your favorite character justice. A newer one would, be better for you. But if you're a normal fan and you have, standard feelings about Biggs Darklighter, this is definitely the one to get, because it does pretty much everything you need to for a smaller, character that's only in a couple scenes. Helmet looks great, mustache looks great, and that's everything you want in a Rebel pilot. So, for the price that a Power of the Force figure goes for, this Biggs Darklighter checks all the boxes. But yeah, Jack, thanks again for this submission. Had a lot of fun reviewing this guy. I think he's awesome, and he's going to look great in the collection. But let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you to my Patreon subscribers. Be sure to follow on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Check out the Patreon page, and don't forget, stay hammered.